Good morning, everyone. Brian here with BMK Retro Gaming. This morning I have a review for you guys of the Intellivision home video game console line original library game, Space Armada. Now, it was done in 1981 by Mattel themselves and technically is a clone of the Space Invaders arcade cabinet original. Though, interestingly enough, then Mattel had their lawyers check and found out that regarding the Atari VCS 2600 Space Invaders port Atari had done, intellectual property right protections on it hadn't been done properly, so one could get away with making a game, a clone game, with Atari not really being able to do anything about it legally, simply by going ahead and changing the name of the game. So that's what they did, and this ends up being the answer to the Atari VCS Space Invaders port by Mattel for the Intellivision home video game console line. Anyway, it's a pretty fun game and pretty simple. I can't claim to be terribly good at it. As you guys will probably see when we get into the gameplay, it has a few factors or so which make it pretty difficult, but that doesn't make it into a bad game. Anyway, let's have a little bit of a look at it here. This is my loose copy. It came with my Mattel Intellivision 2, which I had, it was a Mattel Intellivision 2 collection, and it came with about 19 different games with it, I believe, and this was one of them. See, it's pretty simple, just has a simple sticker and the basic Intellivision type cartridge, which is, television cartridges were, I guess you could say, a little bit thin, or maybe not thin, but they weren't the biggest cartridges. See, I don't know why it says it like this, but it does say Mattel Incorporated 1979 USA. Maybe the old shell was produced back then and it took until anyone to get a game into it. Who knows? Anyway, for convenience purposes, I have it to emulate via my AtGames Intellivision flashback, so I'm going to go ahead and get that set up, and we're going to take a look into some gameplay. Okay. And there it is on the last part of page 4 of our emulation there. Okay. I believe you press, 1 for game. Then press enter, of course. And then you just press the side fire buttons to fire as you move along. Oh, don't do that, though. You kind of have to try to be pretty quick because they are, and they will most definitely knock the car out of you. Not to mention they don't take very long to start ascending. Okay. Try it one more time. I've honestly never been that great at this game. I mean, I can handle it some, but... I do enjoy the sounds and the graphics, as those are all good, of course, and how that they have, you know, their fire is basically a little bit of lightning, or looks like lightning bolts, is kind of cool, but... As you guys can see, a couple of the things that are really bad about this game, I guess you could say, are that it's, well, for one thing, the invaders themselves tend to take up their sprites are large enough that they take up way too much screen space, which causes them to ascend too fast, and they pick up speed on that way too quick. Also, the bunkers down here are way large. And although that's not the world's biggest problem, I don't guess, it's not so easy. Let's see, we still have plenty of time, so I will give it one more shot. So you guys can probably kind of tell it's tough to beat them before they get down like that, so... Been going to my quickest, I have a hard time keeping up with them. See, even my fastest, I can't outpace them. Anyway, I think you guys kind of get the idea with the gameplay. Okay, so that was Space Armada. 1981 Intellivision video game console line original library game. Basically a Space Invaders clone of the Space Invaders arcade cabinet original. Is it really a bad game or a bad clone of Space Invaders? I would say no. As you guys can see, I really couldn't even get past the first screen, so it does have its pretty high challenge, and is a difficult game to get into, but that it doesn't really make it into a bad game. Probably if I were to sit here and play it enough, I'd probably get more proficient at it, you know. Practice does help. Anyway, so I don't consider it to be too much of a bad game. It's a pretty common one, so if you guys get a chance, you should take a look into picking up a copy and trying it out for yourselves. Hopefully you'll do a lot better than I could. Anyway, my preferred YouTubers, Phil, the No Swear Gamer, or Phil with his channel, the No Swear Gamer, High Retro Game Lord, and Brian Puddin with his channel, Brian's Man Cave, all have nice videos featuring this game. So I will go ahead and leave links to those for you guys. If you enjoy my channel's content, please like, share, and subscribe. And please leave any questions, comments, or suggestions down in the comments section below. I'm very open to feedback and love to hear from you guys, so that would definitely be a good idea. Anyway, you guys go ahead and take care, have a nice morning, and I will see you again in my next video.